Welcome to our weekly Live AMA, and today we have our CEO, as always, Yevgeny. We will talk about our developments with our trading terminal, with our partner apps, including one new app, which we probably will announce a bit later. So over to you, Yevgeny.
Ho ho, and as usual, we are here talking about Guru Network and what kind of progress we've made throughout this week, and what we implemented and what we've added, and yeah, reminding of everyone what Guru Network is. We are Web3 automation and AI compute layer, which is based off traditional business process automation engine, which we refactored to became like Guru Network node. And based off this technology, which we believe quite innovative and edgy, and we connecting like AI and blockchain together under the roof of traditional business process automation. Using this framework, we are building the ecosystem applications, which we're setting up as a community chatbots, as a applications which allowing you to orchestrate different users actions as well as LLM actions, and that's what we are talking about in here. Implementation of this technology, as well as progress on incorporating it into different businesses and processes and communities, and effectively building an ecosystem around Guru. Because what's the main product of the network? It's an ecosystem and our Guru framework, which we're using for all those apps. And let me start actually sharing in here, and it's utilizing the Guru framework everywhere to actually, showcase it. Let me start sharing the screen, and we'll go through what's in there, what's new, and so on and so forth. So what I was talking about is like Guru Network. And some history here. We started as DEX Guru 4 years ago, DeFi trading terminal, 180 DEXs, 18 chains, and this product is like great retail product where people can trade, where people can research tokens, like all the analytics is in here, which we right now reshaping and relaunching as AI trading terminals. That's why we're doing all those things right now with AI interface inside the application, where you can actually chat with a bot and then get all the analytics needed, as well as subscribe to notifications, as well as utilize different chatbots for different kind of cases and researches, manage your portfolio, do all kind of things in a background way where LLM itself is programmed to basically recheck and reshuffle and gather all the analytical channels, like for example price notifications, like different whales transactions, and then giving you a result, like what to do with your particular portfolio based on the current trends, current market, and even executing the trades. And for executing the trades, we have some development in here. Last week we started polishing the mechanism of like executing the transfers, which are started from interface of the agent. So in the agent itself, you figuring out it's actually a stage in which first time rendering after the deployment right now, uh, where in LLM you basically choosing to transfer something or to swap into the token, or along with LLM you're making this decision, and it happens throughout DEX Guru meta aggregation API and all this like swap aggregators which we have in there. So this actually moved forward a lot last week. Now we are testing it, and there are some edgy cases when you asking particular amounts or particular like tokens, and then other tokens and what you've chosen been solved. And but that was expected. It's a lot of prompt engineering and skill adjustment, but at the level of like just transfer of Guru tokens, for example, or Guru points as a rewards, it should be working quite soon, and that's the first step to kind of releasing this transaction execution functionality, which we incorporating in there as well. And to incorporate it, we introduced new interface solution, and let us know what do you think on it. Where within the chat, with the chat window, we also have those actions window, which are activated by your actions in chat itself. And so, for example, you discussing some token, and based on this discussion, LLM offers you to subscribe to price notifications of this token or to alpha of this token, and it's basically starting a price notification for you and setting up all the parameters so you would be notified when it's time to actually to buy this token or sell. So all those things are set up, and it's not you who receiving those notifications, it's LLM who receiving those, and then LLM making decision and trading for you based on your subscription. Those things and got done last week, and now we incorporating them in working product, and those things are piling up as a feature set of new Guru Network AI trading terminal, which is like next version of DEX Guru, and we would be swapping DEX Guru to new AI trading terminal in the course of like weeks right now, because data is already in there across all the tokens, and it's like what we have traditionally from DEX Guru. Swapping functionality and all trading related is in there as well. Then we have AI agent, which can execute different kind of analytics requests as well as do scheduled stuff. That's what we're testing right now. Then transactions execution and swaps functionality, which is basically getting our meta aggregation API and trading form right wrapped around like LLM agent, the same feature set which we had on DEX Guru for 4 years. Now we're wrapping around and putting them to work using agent interface. That's also right now in the testing, in the works. So we very close there. And widgets functionality. So any of this data could be wrapped up into widgets and then presented to the user as a part of LLM answer, or could direct user to particular dashboard, and that's what we are doing in here. For example, with token mindshare and social mindshare dashboards, the dashboard where that's example of the dashboard of like tokens analytics by social mindshare. We have a lot on our traditional DEX Guru on like on-chain data, but in here you can see which categories basically I pricing right now in social mindshare, which means like the guy starting doing marketing or something, which particular tokens in those categories. So all this kind of thing becomes portion of your again AI LLM analytics, which you utilize in, and based on this you can create the tweets. This is an example here, or for your socials, for example, you can do all the research and you can start swapping immediately. Like, okay, I like XRP, can I trade some USDT to SRP, and then it's basically choosing to swap token. Actually, I'm not sure if on Miles stage we already have this swap thing as a fork, but yeah. So this is about what about product developments, and right now the whole team and in this like hands down mode, like coding and actively cooking AI trading terminal, as well as moving the Guru framework as a framework for community applications forward ridiculously fast. So all those features, like yesterday we were discussing that in the interface of the LLM, we need additional button to switch to particular agent in here. And yesterday we discussed it. Today we already seen it in the stage environment of one of our apps, and tomorrow it would be as a feature in there. So that's the speed with which we right now are actively working. And while we working on things in kind of backend, I believe we did a good renewal of our like content and marketing strategy on X, and our like regular followers. I probably seen it already, so kind of content became better. We started pushing it more, and let us know if like community always want to say us like, oh, we need more marketing, we need better marketing, we need this and that. So check it out. Check X Guru Network, how it became in the last couple of weeks. Tell us what do you think on it. It's our new approach. We kind of changed how we're doing it, what we're doing it, and it's all preparation for AI trading terminal launch and all around it. So those
We are moving so fast that today we have a surprise guest from one of our partner apps. I don't know how to introduce him, so maybe he will introduce himself.
Oh,
Should
cool.
we put him on stage?
Yeah.
Hello, can you hear us?
Sorry, yes, I can hear you.
Hey, nice that you were able to catch up with our AMA.
Definitely. Sorry, I don't have my camera on. I just realized my antivirus just keeps blocking it. That's it. I will be anon today.
Yeah, cool. And then do you want to present yourself? Like, I actually can share the screen with an app which we're doing, but
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So I'm Untitled Leonard, the VP of Utopia, part of the marketing and sales department. In a nutshell, Utopia is a MediaFi company with the convergence of media and finance. We utilize tools such as chain and account extraction. We're working right now with the Guru team to actually bring some of our applications into a central hub, basically the AI tool that you guys see being put into Telegram with our real world assets. So we have a catalog of about 70,000 real world assets. Part of the gamification that Guru has developed, we are now putting this into the application where users can actually spend. So you can do your transactions, buy, sell, and then you can earn points for buying and selling. Those points can then be converted into our native token and then be spent within the application. So yeah, quite a lot of items from plane tickets, hotels, to game cards, Xbox, PS3, sorry, PS5, PS3, I'm so old. PS5, Play Store, whatever you really need. Yeah, we have a vast category of items that you can spend on. And yeah, we're going to be doing quite a few things in the future with the Guru teams. One of them being, we'll be focusing heavily on the TVL side and staking. So once again, rewarding users for interacting with it, be it with the AI agents and communicating, because we look at engagement from users. True users are obviously most valued. So while you're chatting, having fun, we want to reward users, especially those that are also incentivizing the ecosystem, i.e. your staking. Yeah, we're going to be incentivizing these users by additional rewards, basically like multipliers within the point system. We have several airdrops that we've done before, but this one is going to be one of our biggest that we're going to keep adding as incentives monthly into the ecosystem.
And do you have some links to what's the docs and everything? What you want to share with our community? Because I believe our community would like to know more about like rewards and airdrops. We have lots of questions about it, and especially that by the design with Utopia app, we would have those rewards and airdrop distributed in Utopia app, which is built on top of Guru framework. So there would be lots of interconnection between those communities.
Absolutely. And just from our side, we're also looking at the Guru team and the Utopia team of how can we have better synergy. This is also including rewards from the Utopia team going to the Guru community. Just once again, everybody that interacts should be having fun and earning from that.
Yeah, and what I wanted to share is actually Utopia X. Right, as everyone on crypto Twitter, right, and all the latest news and possible updates from Utopia, our community can find on X, and I believe we would be cross-posting, and we would be notifying our community, like, about those releases of Guru framework, Utopia rewards inside the Guru framework, like inside the Utopia application, which is built on top of Guru framework. And as usually for our community, we'll have special bonuses in there in Guru for jumping in. So yeah, it's kind of interesting collaboration.
Yeah, like as you guys can see, we kind of name dropping so far the application. So our community is obviously quite bullish on it. Our Telegram right now, I think we're about 51,000 people there. Our Twitter, we're actually hosting a trading competition. This is in anticipation of the product itself. So our early hodlers or holders of our token right now are basically incentivized by $18,000 we're giving away just by holding our token. And when we launch application, those rewards are going to be in the Utopia/Guru application itself.
Yeah, and that's amazing. That's one of those use cases we were talking about for quite some time. Use cases of Guru framework where we're not only distributing like those points for the quests or like Guru tokens, but we are fusing it together with other protocols, and so it's literally what we are talking about in our as a Guru in our white paper, where we like. Our main kind of tagline was, we are connecting the dots here. We connecting different ecosystems. We connecting different like user interfaces across communities like chats, across like web, and hooking it up all to AI. So it's I'm kind of excited what we are building in here. And
can you go over to Sonic Labs? This is a project by, I'm not sure if you guys know, Andre Grenier, Phantom protocol. So if you go onto his Twitter page, you'll see Sonic Labs Twitter page. They have something called airdrop points dashboard. Now, one of the things that we've seen and what Guru is actually doing is they have an analytics dashboard that we see a lot of potential in, is that users these days, we've seen in like 2021, airdrops were distributed, and it's quite easy to be rated, right? Like you don't necessarily have to do anything. Now, when we put gamification into airdrops, at one point you do have the fun side. The second side is that from its a project's perspective, what we have is real users. So if you're a holder, what you want to know is that people that are receiving an airdrop, they're not just getting it there because they possibly bots, or they have civil farms that are attacking the network just to get these claims. And this is one of the fun things that we want to start seeing. For instance, there is the earn model where users are participating from the gamified side. For instance, social tasks where you following, chatting, having fun. And then there's the on-chain side where you're earning points by actually being DeFi. Transacting, buying and selling, and this is once again different tokens. So I'm not sure if the Guru team, and I'm dropping some heat here, but the Guru team, if they've let you guys know, but there's also sides where they're looking at, for instance, different partners of earning points. So if you're holding X partner and Y partner's points, tokens, you're getting double yield in terms of what you are earning from your point system, once again claimed in those tokens. So yeah, it's a lot of great ways for users to earn, but even as projects and investors, because if you're a holder, you're obviously an investor, and you want to know that the tokens are being spent the right way. This is absolutely it. You have real users, and then at the same time, while you're interacting, you're earning points. Deem it that it's perfectly fine that other people are claiming. You're not feeling like, oh shit, this airdrop's going to someone and they just farmed it out of us.
Yeah. It's quite interesting what we can do with AI and LLM, hooked up to it, because on our kind of trading applications, we have that vision already that people would be able to do the research as well as those regular reports of the market, like top trending tokens, gainers, losers. It's like on-chain data plus maybe some mindshare data would be all hooked up under the hood of the LLM. So it's providing analytics, it's doing transactions, it's trading. So this is the feature set we're envisioning for AI trading terminal. What you can kind of imagine yourself for a use case of like reward staking or something like it? How do actually?
Yeah. So, okay. So I come from investment banking. So a lot of the stuff that I'm used to is analytical data. For instance, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have used something like Dune Analytics, or you've used crypto quants. However, though you say you're crypto novice trader, he's not actually going to know how to set up a dashboard, or for instance, to go to Oxman Tools on Dune Analytics to see his boards, right? It's highly complicated data. And then you go to the simple side, which is bubble maps. But bubble maps, obviously, you have to have a huge amount, I think like $500 at least staked, even to get the premium, or you have 3-month outdated data for on-chain analytics. Now, the nice thing about the framework built into the AI is that instead of you needing to know what to search for, you need to know the right question, or even a simple question. So this becomes that onboarding issue that we have in crypto, which is that bottleneck that every project experiences. If we add more AI, the more easy it is to onboard people. The same thing we've seen in Utopia is that we do have like a very complex products as well as a narrative. One is that we have MediaFi, but we have so many different products. We have from U-Wallet, U-Trader. We have, for instance, our FIFA deal, where we can broadcast games in Web3. But those are like hard categories to put yourself in the niche box. But if you have an AI agent, then you ask a question: what is Utopia doing right now? What is the actual value of the token? How many users are using the token? Instead of you going over into like 6 different websites, you have a central dashboard that you can ask the right question, similar to a Google search, but it is into the niche that crypto is, because you can't do a normal Google search on anything in Web3. You will just get like service level.
And next step would be is actually like LLM proactively looking for offers on Utopia and getting you involved in those offers based on your portfolio, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, like for instance, we have 70,000 items, but even if you go onto like Amazon right now, you go through the entire catalog, you get bored. And if you have an AI basically giving you a hot offer, like, okay, you've earned 400,000 points for the day, you can spend it on these. And based on the AI's interactions with you, these are the most popular items you purchased before within the same category. Now that becomes much more easier for you to determine, like if I should actually spend it. But as a business side as well, we get to get more insight of our user base. What would they like to see more on our, for instance, pages? Do they purchase history, and also from the AI once again?
And easy in it for user as well, right? Because as you said, even last week we were starting polishing this flow where you're talking about like swapping some USDC into Guru on base, and basically the whole thing by our process right now is happening automatically. We are who like DeFi native. We're not even thinking already about it when we click on approve, when we doing the quote, when we just confirming the quotes. So it's like multi-step process usually to buy the token, to swap in or swap out. And we're not even saying that it's something complicated, but for regular people, it's like really hard. And then when we were polishing this process last week, we were like, oh, you can just say swap something and it swaps, and I don't need to do any approvals or quote reviews because LLM doing it and basically checking if slippage is still okay and making decision by itself, and you're not bothered with it. It's getting that bar very close to regular people. It's becoming easier than using your bank, right? So yeah, quite interesting how rewards could be automated or kind of as well in the same paradigm.
Yeah, absolutely. And just on that note, so I know you're talking a bit about the chain, a bit of a like chain abstraction.
Yeah.
And just to explain like how difficult it is, I'm not sure if everybody, uses multiple chains, but I have roughly, 7 different extension of wallets on my browsers, and I mean multiple browsers. And for instance, if I'm holding TRX, ETH on TRX, because, I just wanted to buy a few meme tokens there, accidentally sent some ETH, but now I've decided with that ETH, I would rather, move over to Pump Fund, and that's Sol, and that's ETH. I would have to use roughly 3 different wallets and 4 different applications, basically websites, to do that transaction. Now, if we narrow that down, literally we could do all that within the Guru application, because I think I saw a test yesterday. One of the guys was doing, I'm not sure if you did an interview last week with him, Ferdi. And yeah, he swapped basically directly from ETH onto Sol. And once again, you can, if you're utilizing the AI for this interaction and you're confused, like, why is this gas fee high? Asking the AI now, why is the gas fee different when I'm interacting? It makes it so much better. Not a lot of us have like communities where we can ask these questions and not be trolled. A lot of people end up making a joke of it.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why GPT is so popular. It's like you can ask dumb questions and not be
like, okay, I don't have to ask the group because they're gonna know that I might not know as much as I pretend to.
But sometimes, like for example, you have a transaction MetaMask, whatever, right? And in MetaMask, it just says like, okay, there are those projections on gas, and you need to pick one, and like even that decision, like it's crazy how
especially like is it worth it? You don't even know like the turnaround times. Like if you're going to go for the like high speed, does it actually guarantee that I'll get it in this time? And what is the safety concern? Because for instance, most people, especially when it comes to DEX, if you are choosing a lower speed, there is a risk factor taken into account. For taking transactions slower, but most of us obviously do not discuss.
Yep. So it's amazing what comes there, and we are Guru team right now. We are polishing this concept because we're launching the AI trading terminal, and the concept of Guru framework, which is used for multiple applications, and Utopia integration here actually would allow us to to get new use case into the same concept, and it's quite interesting what we can build in there. Maybe some idle clicker for rewards, like this idle clicker games where you are basically not participating much but just coming back and adjusting some parameters or buying new items.
So I guess that's similar to like the tap games, right? Like MemeFi has that tap game. I think Hamster Spot was one of the first ones. A great model. I think they get about 11 million daily active users. Obviously, it's a clicker app.
No, but for it was a concept of idle clicker, like, or you needed to do it yourself. Idle clicker is when something happening in the game without you just.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, and I see our LLM integrations, for example, AI trading terminal is kind of that source of idle clicker as well, where it's supposed to be getting all the analytics, analyzing all the stuff in background, and only notifying you from time to time, maybe, but making decisions and buying and selling for you, and you periodically coming back and checking. That's probably the kind of the biggest goal in there, what I see. And for example, with rewards, it could work like that as well. Yeah, but something like it. That's what we've built in here. But yeah, quite interesting where we can get it, right?
Yeah, I guess like if you're looking at for instance, Idle Clicker or almost like a self-hosted trading system with set parameters that you have, we only really see this in the say the equity market where we have, for instance, on MetaTrader, you have your agent that's working there on the background. People are used to working with that. If you want to really onboard people, especially your 9 to 5 workers, they don't have time to see the next best trending meme coin. Similar to even sniping, when you put funds into a bot, be it Bullx, you have funds there, or Nova, you have funds there, and you're waiting for the bot to snipe. It's quite similar to that because you have parameters, you're just clicking accept. The same thing can be applied, especially with an AI that you're building up this database itself with the AI agents that kind of knows your parameters and what you're looking for.
And have all the wallets on all the chains where you have like portfolio, right? So you don't need to have 7 of them. Good points. So cool. I believe there is another AMA today for Utopia, right? Do you want to invite our community there as well?
Oh, we actually moved that one to tomorrow, so it'll be around about this time tomorrow.
So if any of like we would be posting about tomorrow AMA from Utopia in our community as well and on our X, because we'll be talking there about our application as well. And for everyone interested to join us, we will keep you updated in our Telegram, in Discord, and on X.
We will share links everywhere.
Yeah. Awesome. So good things coming with Utopia. In regards of Guru, so what we planning for this week? In this week, we planning having our first quest inside the LLM agent, so you would be able to get in and participate in there using just chat interface. And during this quest, you would be able to get the rewards if you pass through it. It's a part of our new interface, a new approach, and everyone who's participating in it would be rewarded, as well as Riddle Hunt 7 is up there. Feel free to get on the app, check what's new in there, what we've added, and get your 250 gurus. And and again, our focus is on delivering all the AI LLM functionality, getting those analytical things working in there, and releasing our AI trading terminal in the following weeks. So sometimes you see us not very active in the groups right now. I'm personally not very active because we are heads down delivering, cooking, and doing all those things towards AI trading terminal. Do we have any interesting questions? Maybe some questions on integrations. Any update on Guru mainnet base breach? Yes, we will have some changes on that front next week, and we would prepare the actual document on it, and it would be about the breach and about the actual kind of architecture and structure of liquidity, which we would be changing for Guru Network mainnet, and we are preparing right now. So next week we would be publishing it.
I feel that if no one has from our community questions to our guest, we can thank him for.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
So guys, you have 1 or 2 minutes to direct your questions to Vice President of Utopia. everything you're interested in. We are doing this cross-pollinating community thing. You can ask directly from Vice President. But the clock is ticking.
I wish I had reactions for this.
Oh yeah, and good. So people don't have a context, and Moon Channel's asking about that breach for a while already, and by the way I answered it, everyone would be like, oh, there is no breach. There is a breach. It's breach Guru Network AI, and it's working. The question there is that Hyperlane integration, which makes it breach basically working immediately in both directions, because there is some grace period right now when you're bridging back, and we're working on it. We'll be releasing the news on it next week. Okay, so what else do we have? Just hello. When
We
will we
have
come to Turkey?
extremely important question.
Hopefully I don't know, like this year I would be in Turkey. Like last year I've been a couple of times. I love the country. So Mehmet, whenever I would be in Istanbul, I would be doing AMA from there. So
guys, you have 30 seconds to address your questions to Vice President of Utopia. Come on, you can do it.
Why no questions about when airdrop and rewards?
When airdrop, sir.
Yeah, like I'm usually joking that all the crypto projects going through several steps. Like when you just launch in the project and you don't have token yet, everyone like when tokens. And next step like when airdrops. The next step like when in our case it was when mainnet, right? So yeah.
Can the devs do something?
We have a question from our one of the most prominent supporters, Theo or Steo, I'm sorry. Same as always. Kyle mentioned Guru today in a tweet. When is the marketing going to start properly? There's a lot more tweets going out from the account, which is great, but doesn't seem to be getting much traction.
So as we already answered in last week on this question, right now we're preparing everything for our AI trading terminal launch, and marketing would start getting steam in those following 2 weeks already. And that's in regards of like Twitter engagement and everything. We have the campaign plan. For Kyle and for Haven app, right now we agreed to deliver to them Kyle's AI in the format they would like it, and we are polishing it. Like we are polishing the interface itself, as well as they have special requirements on like how it answers, what kind of knowledge bases it uses, and so on. So I hope we'd finish polishing it this week, and Haven app would be fully released, and then we'll have full steam, full support from Kyle Chasse community. So right now we are delivering all those AI features for multiple applications at the same time. Haven app is included, and yes, that's what's gatekeeping in there.
And I asked this question specifically while our guest is here, because when we will deliver up fully for Utopia, it will be start of cross-marketing, and maybe our guest can chime in on it. Maybe not, but that's kind of part, one of the main parts of our strategy. We deliver our apps to our strategic partners in media and in other verticals. So we present our product to greater audience.
So it's not only about just paying for marketing or something, or asking everyone to cross promote or cross post. It's delivering product which brings value, I hope, right? And exchanging in that front. What do you think on it, Tyler, by the way?
Yeah, and it's about product market fit. If there's no product market fit, all these great guys wouldn't want this app from us, I believe.
Yeah. Yes.
Can you chime in?
Yeah, absolutely. Like just on that note, so Utopia, we focus a lot on licensing. So this is in terms of partnerships, from working, for instance, with Grand Theft Auto, all the way to working with stylists like Nina, right? She basically does shoe designs with Bored Ape Yacht Club. We partnered with her with, for instance, Bored Ape Yacht Club, and we put Bored Ape Yacht Club's apes onto sneakers. This is part of our first user acquisition. When we first started, this was basically it. We found a product fit. Obviously, that time NFTs were doing really well. And then we also have the designer side. Same thing with Grand Theft Auto. We saw, for instance, a product fit with, I'm not sure if you guys watch Breaking Bad, but we basically created a server with the real actors of Breaking Bad, creating a real world environment of Breaking Bad. And the same thing applies to Guru. It's basically what we see even at Utopia is that working with other projects gives you real value in terms of users, at the same time sustainable growth as a business, because you are no longer isolated in your niche market. Versus, for instance, you can do KOL spend from a marketing perspective. KOL spend will give you users for a set period of time, and they're only interested in the short monetary gain. Right? The short monetary gain is that I bought at X price, and then I wanted to go to Y price. When you work with partners, you get people that are more interested in the infrastructure, because those are the most valued users that are most likely going over to the next application, and it's a trust relation that is built. And I do like that. So we're seeing this work really well. From 2023 to date, a lot of projects, especially during the bear markets, learned that it was actually much better to start working with valuable partnerships that fit into your existing ecosystem, be it from having another bridge provider that has only 100,000 users, or working with another infrastructure layer that's needed within your ecosystem that will bring you 5,000 users. But at the end of the day, you know that you have loyalty within those users, and what you bring in is high quality.
Yeah.
Thank you. Great point.
The quality of users is crucial, actually, and yeah. It's those partnerships bring in like one quality community to another one and exchanging those communities. That's the way forward, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's also like from a user perspective, you trusted in a project, you know that, for instance, on the back end of projects, there's a lot of, in terms of deal making, how we vet each other, of being it from your community perspective or what you've actually been building, and this is what we see, especially from Guru's side. I know we've seen a lot of the AMAs of what they've been making, but on the back end of it, there's so much more that's been done in terms of the partnerships that they're working with and the infrastructure long-term goal that they would like to see. And that's the types of visions from CEOs all the way to your investors want to see. What is the long-term goal? If a project has that, most likely they're actually going to get proper partnerships than just your everyday KOL that just is there for that short term. KOLs are great, by the way.
KOLs are great, but the magic ends pretty fast. But for sustainable thing, we need communities. Okay. So I believe we discussed all the questions. I don't see any new questions. Do you see any new questions anywhere?
Checking all the sources, and I don't see them.
Yeah, and so thank you, Tyler, for coming over, for those good words about Guru team and our partnership. And I believe we are building something cool here. And thanks for coming. And see you on another AMA tomorrow.
Awesome. Thanks so much for having me, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Tyler.
Cheers. Bye.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, and for our community, as usual, see you next week. We'll have some updates in the group in regards of new features and new quests, which would be which you can go through LLM and help us to make it better, because we're from our last call, We've got several dozens of registrations in our AI chatbot, and people start using it. Someone will DMing us like what we need to improve, and in the course of this week we improved the things a lot. So working with community, pushing things forward, that's our priority. So we'll keep you posted in the groups, in the Discord, in X, and everywhere. So thank you for your time, and see you.
Thank you, Yevgeny. Kudos to all the team as always, who delivering like crazy. And thank you for all 26 dozens of our viewers now, and we will see you around.
26 dozens.